And that section was pretty much useless. Stalkers are quite ugly things. Apparently, deep stalkers never have anything worth picking up on them.
All right.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I don't get how this mod is supposed to work. It's like sometimes it gives you... There's one mod that I have on here. I can't remember what it is, but sometimes it'll give you more detail.
Hold the body. Don't let them make off with another one. Now this should be fun.
Well,
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
Apparently wasn't the last of them.
allow me. I can do that for you.
Oh well. I don't see why it didn't.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
All right. I'm off. Huh.
Oh my word.
You insist! Nice try!
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So how does an elf come to be down here, anyway?
You should look at these papers.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrimont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. May the ancestors smile on you. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Sure, safety in numbers, right?
Then let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
I'll be able to head back out later again. Hopefully it will let me go back to the same spot. And if not, oh well. I didn't really need to do all the side quest mumbo jumbo in this area anyway. Honestly though, if I really think about it, I feel like my favorite parts of the game
Thank you for your service.
You have House Dace's thanks.
News of the hour. Lord Harrimont entrenched in the past. How long can he ignore that Orzammar must change?
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrimont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
Of course. He sounds so charming.
I'm going to assume that wasn't sarcasm. I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
But it was sarcasm, my good man.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne.
All I care about is getting troops to face the
Then we
Blight.
have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
And you'll honor your agreement. Send your men and we'll relieve for the surface today.
Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
Maybe I could do something about
Jarvia
that.
and her Carta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger.
I'll look into it. I'll go look into it right now.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Yeah, he's not too keen on working with... What's his face? Honestly. Next, okay. So, requires level 15. Okay. So, inventory. Ballast. The armor of diligence. Yes.
All right.
Letter from Rika. My dearest Prince Balin, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention, but your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted service. Yours truly are. Do, but yabba dabba do. Deep Stalker. A fool trusts his eyes away. Wise man fears every rock is a deep stalker. Dwarf insane. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found on the deep roads is the deep stalker. Tezpadam, as the dwarves call them, hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and then striking when their prey is in their midst. Stalkers come in several types. Spitters have venomous glands and can spit secretions that'll slow or injure their prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at their targets, knocking them down and making the kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack. I keep on pressing the cast slot instead of the tab button. It's getting on my nerves.
All right. And I'm off.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent.
Can I help?
Warden, I don't know. Maybe you've seen something like this on the surface. Maybe you've used something like it. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Okay. Fruit. Concentrator. Agent. Okay, so I need concentrator agents. Should be easy enough. More codex. Yay me. In the chest first.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Trian's journal. 21 for Ventus. Notice Gorm running around trying to get pieces of my siblings' ceremonial armor ready for the feast. Stopped him and asked him how preparations were going. He mentioned that one of the bracers had a spot of tarnish on it. Was quite impressed at his dedication. He is most loyal to our family. Ventus was on my 23 for Ventus was on way to discuss the treaty with father when came across a messenger waiting in the hall. On being asked why he was loitering about the royal palace, he mumbled something about having a gift for the new commander and asked me, begged almost, to pass along some object or other to my sibling. Me, the heir to the throne of Orzammar, does not run errands for a messenger. Must have been new on the job. Had him thrown out, however, still reeling from the gall of it. Learned later that Balin had told messenger that quickest way to get things to our sibling was through me and had made him wait until I came by. So unseemly for a prince of Orzammar to play such tricks. He needs to grow up and understand that as royalty he has responsibilities. 24 for Ventus found Valen's little playmate again lurking about the corridors outside of his bedroom this morning. Must have been trying to steal something or already had. Bosom seemed fuller than most decent ladies. And jewels hidden in the bodice. Anyway, pretended not to see her. Would have been awkward otherwise. Wish Balin would keep her confined to his room if he must have her around. Little brother is too concerned with fun, pleasure, not serious enough about his duties as a prince. Must talk to him about discipline when have time. Unfortunately, much too busy with the many tasks his father has laid upon my shoulders. 26 for Ventus. Remember to send small token of gratitude to Jalia Helmi. Alliance between Helmi and Idukin must be kept strong. Lady Jalia will of course accept the proposal of marriage since will be king sooner or later, but never hurts to be polite and keep the lady happy. Hear that there are some surfacers selling silks. Maybe we'll send second out for something nice. Jelly's favorite color, turquoise. What about there being proving self in our siblings' honor? They did not have provings for me on my first commission. I'm the heir. What is going on? Must go watch these provings make presence felt. Orzammar must not forget that I am to be her next king. From the Journal of Trian and Idukin. Well, that's a thing. Basically, Trian was kind of like a brain. He was what you would expect a normal warrior to be like. Not a lot of brains. And very dead set in the old ways. Didn't have any grand plans or anything aside from being king, from what I recall of his characterization during the Dwarf Noble origin. There. Trying to make sure. So there's like a hidden room behind Balin that I'm not seeing an entrance to. It's not a hidden room, it's just his room. Somewhere. Anyway.
I'm off. All right.
The inscription is old and worn, overlooked by most. There's a carving detail. The beast is foreign, but the need is familiar. Home and hearth suffer beneath strength and strangeness. These new kin of the Skrull are better as friends than strangers, so we resist on their behalf, and work with their users to bind with the stone. They no longer fear their skies, and we further our trade above. Lured from above, cornered and corralled. 3. Standing in position. A 4th signals the throne. Stasis for the beast. So long as a king holds the throne, so long as the king will is it held. Inscription circa 590 12. Whatever. I don't even know what that's trying to say. Like, beyond people, dwarves go to the surface to further trade. Oop. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Phylactery. Okay, so we're going to finally create a new save here. It's going to overwrite this thing. And I was having so many problems originally with getting this game to work after I added all those extra mods, and I found out that I needed to like update the game so that it would actually play with over 2 gigabytes of RAM usage. Otherwise, the game was constantly crashing and I could barely play long enough to actually get any reasonable footage out of it. So, that's that. Many of King Endrin's belongings. These have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. Glass fractures at your touch. And that's the reason why I say it, because I don't know if I'm actually going to keep this. Because revenants are a pain in the neck regardless.
Ready! You should run while you can.
Shield bash that. You don't have that back yet. Warding. Buddy there. Flipping shots going. Growl. Charge.
We well.
I actually beat the thing. How did I beat the thing? Black vials. Finding the second corpse walker. Passed from your host, may you find no purchase on mortal ground. Bound by your true name as we are sworn to do. Thomas Regal, revenant and perversion of a fine daughter. No more will you test the veil, nor reach the fade to escape. Andraste hold you, demon, and bind your rage for eternity. 6 thumbprints in blood mark the end of the text. Yay! I actually defeated the thing. I thought it was going to be much more difficult than that. Maybe it's because I'm over-leveled for this thing.
Allow me. I can do
Yes,
that.
go over there.
Mm-hmm.
Love letter. Wish of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled, wealthy, and their objects of obsession. My darling Reginald, I burn for you, and because of you, but please use the enclosed tincture if our love is to endure. Sarek. For filthy a beast, such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you, Sir Oggold. My dearest Virginia, sure. Oil. Regarding bodice shrift, enclosed are silver and my most heartfelt apologies for said bodice. I will blame the cold ocean spray, the loss of my favorite shirt, the bucking of the stallion, or perhaps the strain of maintaining all such elements while sitting for a portrait, but I was certainly not myself. I hope you forgive me and not take it upon yourself to find your own determined way in this world. Yours, Sir Rival Grossman. Sir John, your ministrations, while intentioned, hold no promise. Do not despair, for it is not you, it is of me. I require an interval to acquaint myself with the personage you awaken. I am certain we can maintain an amiable accord, and that engagements with our mutual associations will not be awkward. Mary. I probably read through some of that before, but whatever. I read through all of it just now. There wasn't a whole lot. Got through it. It's done.